عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائي طلاب الصف الثاني الإعدادي. How are you today? Are you okay? My name is Miss Marwa. I am science teacher. Nice to meet you in this video and welcome in prep 2. I hope we enjoy this lesson inshallah. Our first lesson is about the matter. You studied it before. First, what's the meaning of matter? Yeah, it's everything around us that has mass and volume, okay, or occupies space, okay. And you studied before that the mass is constant or doesn't change from place to another, okay. And how many states of matter? Yeah, it's three. We have three states of matter: solids, liquids, gases. Solids such as iron, aluminum, magnesium, and so on. Liquids such as water, juice, vinegar, and gases such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and so on. In this year, we talk about properties. Then we will learn the properties of the matters. Okay, the first property is called shape and fluidity, and volume and compressibility and divisibility. Okay, and we talk about these properties in details. Let's see. The first is called shape and fluidity. We make an experiment to know the meaning of fluidity. We bring some of balls and put it in a cylinder. Okay, let's see. Okay, does the volume and shape of the balls change? No, the shape and the volume of balls is constant or doesn't it change. So the volume and shape of solids is fixed or it doesn't it change. Okay, and what about liquids? Let's see. Here the liquid take the shape of the container. Okay, so the shape of the liquid is a change or take the shape of the container. Okay, but the volume is constant. Here the volume is 100 cubic centimeter. So liquids, the volume is constant, but the shape is a change or take the shape of the container. Okay, what about gases? Let's see. Here as the video, the shape and the volume of gases is a change, and the gas also takes the shape of the container. Okay, so this from the experiment we observed that the liquid and gas take the shape of the container, okay, or they have ability to flow easily. This property is called fluidity. Fluidity. What's the meaning of fluidity? The ability to flow easily. Okay, so liquids and gases called fluids. What's the meaning of fluids? That are materials that have the property of fluidity or take the shape of the container. If I ask you scientific term, materials that have the property of fluidity, the answer is fluids. Okay, is it easy? Yeah. Now we have water and honey. Both of them are liquids. But do all fluids flow the same way? Let's see. Okay, the difference between honey and water based on the viscosity. You studied it before in prep 1. The viscosity of honey is higher than the viscosity of water. So when viscosity increases, the fluidity decreases. Okay, is it easy? Yeah. Now we talk about the second property is called compressibility. And we do an experiment to know the meaning of compressibility. We bring 3 syringes. We use it to give medicine to children. The first filled with sand, and the second filled with water, and the third filled with air. And we press all the syringes. Let's see. We compress the first syringe that filled with sand. Let's see.
When we press the piston, the sand cannot be compressed significantly, so its volume remains.
We observe that the sand can't be compressed, so the volume remains constant or the volume doesn't change or fix it. Let's see the liquid.
This syringe contains water. When we press the piston, water cannot be compressed. Its volume.
Here also the water can't be compressed. Okay, also the volume remains constant or doesn't it change. Let's see the air.
This syringe contains air. When we press the piston, the air can be compressed.
The air can be compressed, so the volume it change, okay, or doesn't fix it or decrease, okay.
When we press the piston, the sand
This
cannot be
syringe-
compressed.
this syringe-
So we observe that solids and liquids have a fixed volume, okay, or we can say they are incompressible. Incompressible means have fixed volume, okay, but gases can be compressed or are compressible. Okay, so what's the meaning of compressibility? Is possibility of decreasing the volume of gas by what? By increasing the pressure exerted on them. Okay, is it easy? Yeah. The third property is called diffusion. We make an experiment and then we talk about the meaning of diffusion. We prepare a sponge and put a drop of ink on it. Let's see. What do you observe? Is the color of the sponge is completely changed? No. So the drop of ink diffuse in a small piece or area or in a sponge. Okay, so here we talk about the speed of diffusion. The speed of diffusion in solids is very slowly. Okay, let's see the liquids. We bring a cylinder and filled with water and put materials called potassium permanganate. Let's see. Here the color of water changed to or turned to purple, but take some seconds. Okay, so the speed of diffusion in liquids is moderate or average, means not very slowly as solids or not very fast. Okay, it's called moderate or between solid and gas. Let's see gases. Here a gas of bromine vapor. We notice that the gases diffusion very fast. Okay, so here we talk about the speed of diffusion. In solids is diffusion is very slowly, in liquids moderate, and gases is very fast. So what's the meaning of? There are some variables affecting diffusion. Number one, temperature. When temperature increasing, the speed of diffusion increases also. And the second factor is mass. Mass of gas when increases, the speed of diffusion decreases. So the factors affect of diffusion is temperature and mass. Here we have a comparison between solid, liquid, and gases matter. Study this comparison very well and then answer these questions. Try to answer these questions and write the answer in the comments, and if your answer is correct, I will write your name in the comments. Please share the video and like, and see you in another video inshallah. Nice to meet you.